class in today's video we are going to see about the concepts of encapsulation. What is this encapsulation? I hope everybody has seen a capsule, like everybody has taken some capsule. So one side it will be of dark color, another side it will be of some light color, or sometimes it is transparent, or sometimes it is a white in color, or any other colors will be there. There will be some capsules like this, medical capsules. So it is just like this capsule. So inside this capsule, if you are just going to open this capsule into two parts, there will be some tiny things that will be present inside that particular capsule. So now, if you are going to assume this, or if you are going to compare it with the Java encapsulation, then these will be the data members and methods. These are the data members. These are the data members, and this capsule that you are going to see, these are the methods that are there. So now what is encapsulation? It is a process of binding the data members along with the data handler methods, that is the getter and the setter method. Here you are going to learn about two important concepts, that is called as the getter and the setter method. So let us see the advantages first. We can protect the data from the unauthorized access. We can perform data validation. We can make the data read only or write only. With the help of encapsulation, you can perform these three applications or these 3 points. Java Bean specification or guidelines. Now your encapsulation is also known as Java Bean specification. The Bean class must be public, non-abstract class. Keep this in mind always. The class that you're writing, it should be public. And the data members that you're going to provide inside your class, those should be private. Now, if it is private, then only you can protect them from unauthorized access. Each data member must have a public getter and a setter method. Now, what is this getter and the setter method? We'll see it in the program. Bean class must have a public default constructor. So always remember, the class should be public, the constructor should be public, and the getter and the setter method also should be public. But whereas your data members, they should always be private. And getter method means you are going to get the data from the program, and setter method means you are going to set the data in a different method for your data members. So now let us see a program and check how it is going to work. As a student. Now, as it is told that the classes must be public and non-abstract. So this is a public class and it is not abstract. So first rule is satisfied. Second rule is the data types must be private. Always the data types that you are going to add in your encapsulation, they should be always private access modifiers. Now you can see age is private and the percentage that is there, that is also private. Next is you need to have a public getter and setter method. Now, if you see the method here, you have public int get age. There is one method get age, and there is one more method that is set age. So this, whenever you are going to use get here, this is called as getter method, and this method it is used to get the data from your site. And if you are going to use this set and then the method name, then this is called as a getter method with setter method, which is used to set the data for that particular data type. Now, public double get percentage and public set percentage. So we have it for age and we have it for percentage because we are having two data types here and two methods for both are being set here. Public steady void, we have this empty. This is a behavior, and do homework also. There is one more thing. This is also a behavior. Now, if I have to set the age and get the age, you can see here public static void main string args. I have created a object of the student class, and yes dot set age is equals to 40, yes dot get percentage is equals to 68.66.8. And if I have to get the age, if it is already set, then we have to use getter method. Now here there was another rule that, which is not a rule, there was another advantage of this encapsulation was that you can use set on read only and write only format. Now if you want to use your program for write only, then you have to use only the setter method. If you want your program to read to have read only content, then you have to only and only write the get method. So in this way, it is useful for you guys to prioritize your program, and also by doing it a private, by doing this data members as a private, you can hold the unauthorized access of the data members of one class to another class. Let us see this example in Eclipse. So here we have the encapsulation program. We are going to write it over here, and I have one class that is the student class. So now inside the student class, I need to add the first one is first rule is being passed here, that is it should be public class and non-abstract, both is done. So the second rule is the data members that are there, they should be private. So what I have done, I have made private int age. So next data member that I have, again I'm going to make that private double percentage. Now we have two things. One is the age of the student and then the percentage of the student. I need to add the getter and the setter method for both these data types. So public int. So age will be always an int. So I'll be using one method, the get method, that is int age. So what it should return? It should return me with the age. In the same way, I'm going to return, I'm going to write one more class, it is public void set age. So when you're going to set the age, here I'm going to pass one parameter as int age. Int age, and here we are going to use this dot age is equals to age. So this is one method. Now next is for double. I'm just going to copy the same thing. Copy, paste. I'll change it to double. No, double, yes. Get percentage, and here set percentage. This will be double age. Oh, I'm sorry, double percentage. And here it will be this dot prc, and in place of this, written prc. So save this, and now we need to write the main method. Apart from this, if you want to add any other different methods also, you can add those methods, but I'll just be showing you the main method now. Main method student yes is equals to new student. Next, yes dot set age. So whatever age you're going to add here, the same age will be reflected. So if I'm going to add the age as 58, and yes dot, you can see that this is how to get your age now with the help of the getter method. Now when you're going to get the age in your console, you always need to write it in your system.out statement. So system.out control space, I want yes dot get age, and the same thing will be for the percentage as well. Set the percentage, so just give 0.25 and get PERC. Control yes. Let us run this program and check the output. As we see here, we have the age is 58 and the percentage is 58.25. So we have set the age from here and we have got the age from here. This is how you can use your encapsulation program. If you want to use to make the content to write only and to read only, so these are the methods here. Here you have to read only, class user, private string name, public void set name. Only this method you need to use. And if you want to make your content only read, then what you have to do, you have to use only the getter method. So this is the use of encapsulation, that is to write only one particular data, and if you have to read only, that is if the data is already been given here, then if you have only to read the content, then you can use only the getter method. Is abstraction method. So inside abstraction you have a special method which is called as the abstraction method. It is an incomplete method which has only the method declaration and without method implementation. Abstract method should be determined with a semicolon. Abstract method must be declared by using a keyword called as abstract. Abstract method is just any other concrete method which can have any return type or any signature, but just that it cannot have the body implementation. Abstract method must be declared either in an abstract class or in an interface. So these are the two things how you're going to display your abstract method. First, so here below you can see the syntaxes for the abstraction or abstract method you can say. So here it is, abstract method should be terminated with a semicolon. So okay, it has been terminated with a semicolon. Here also it has been terminated with semicolon, and as well as here it is terminated with the semicolon. Abstract method must be declared by using keyword abstract. So you can see the abstract keyword here in front of both the methods, that is void meth and add method. So this is the method which does not have any parameter. This is a method which has two parameters. Abstract method is just any other concrete method which can have any return type or any signature, any return type or any signature, but just it cannot have the implementation. Abstract method must be declared either in an abstract class or in an interface. Okay. So now let us see what is this abstract class, where you have to, we just saw that the abstract method should be displayed in an abstract class. So what is this abstract class? It is an incomplete class. We have seen abstract method is an incomplete method and abstract class is an incomplete class which may have both abstract as well as concrete methods. Or you can also say an abstract class which is declared with the abstract keyword is known as an abstract class in Java. It can have abstract and non-abstract methods inside it. Points to remember about this abstract class. An abstract class must be declared with an abstract keyword. It can have abstract and non-abstract methods. It cannot be instantiated. It can have constructors and static methods also. It can have final methods which will force the subclass not to change the body of the method. These are the points which you need to remember when you are dealing with abstract class. Okay, now let us see an example for this abstract class and abstract method. We have abstract class bike, abstract void run. So inside this abstract class, you have this run method. Now class Honda extends bike. Now what happens here in order, if you don't have anything to write, or why you're going to use this abstract class is, or abstract method is, if you're extending that particular abstract class, then whatever method will be there inside that abstract class, that you can give a different implementation for that. Since there is no implementation here, you can give your own implementation here. So now what happens, the compiler will not get confused by this. So what happens here now, abstract class bike, abstract void run, so you don't have any implementation. Class Honda extends bike, void run, system.out.println running safely. After that, I have the main method. Bike obj is equals to new Honda obj dot run. So this is what you are calling here. So this is one program which we have seen. Now you have another class here with abstract class bike. So this is an abstract class. As I told you, the abstract class can have the abstract methods as well as the concrete methods. So this is your concrete method because this does has some implementation, as well as this also is a concrete method because this also has its own implementation, whereas this you can say this is a concrete method, and this bike bike is there, no, this is the constructor. So this is the constructor, this is the abstract method, and this is the normal concrete method which has certain implementation. So this is also an abstract class, this is also an abstract class. There are two ways how you can use your abstract class. This also can be used similar to this itself. Now let's see other two examples. Creating a class, child class which inherits abstract class. So class Honda extends bike, void run. So this is how we have created from the abstract class bike. Now here, creating a test class which calls abstract and non-abstract methods. If you see in the previous program what we had, you had an abstract class bike, from that you extended Honda, and this was how you wrote the implementation for the abstract method. Now, if your class has both abstract and non-abstract classes, then what you're going to do, obj.run, and then which has the content, you're just going to give the output for that also. So these are the two different things how you can call your abstract and non-abstract methods. That's all for today's video. In the next video, we are going to learn some other concepts of Java in detail.